Turning now to more developing news now from Capitol Hill. One day after a historic impeachment vote, the focus turns now to President Trump's Senate trial. It is uncharted waters with President-elect Joe Biden set to take office in less than a week. And it's also raising questions about how Congress should spend its first days of the Biden administration. News Nation correspondent Joe Khalil live for us in Washington, D.C. tonight with that part of the story.
Yeah, Marnie, typically when we have moments like this where we have to consult our Constitution, we can look back on history and get a guide as to, how to handle certain situations. This is not one of those times. This is unprecedented. This is uncharted waters. We're about to enter a trial for an impeachment of a president who is no longer going to be president when that trial happens. So that raises a lot of questions about what that trial in the Senate is actually going to look like. President Trump's Senate trial will have one thing in common with his second impeachment. It will be a first in American history.
I'm not sure that the Senate has the constitutional authority to even have a trial, which doesn't mean they're not going to have one.
John Malcolm's a constitutional scholar at the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. He says the Constitution doesn't specify how to handle impeachment of a president who is no longer in office.
I would hope that if they proceed with a Senate trial, that regardless of the outcome, the president has his so-called day in court by being able to be represented by counsel who are able to make their arguments.
Malcolm says it's also unclear whether Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts will preside, as the Constitution requires, during trials of a sitting president. And then there's the speed of this impeachment. Unlike President Trump's first, there were no hearings or debate over evidence.
Because in this case, all of the evidence is on video and recorded and in front of everyone. George Washington law professor Paul Schiff-Berman says lawmakers were prime witnesses to the impeachable offense, the storming of the Capitol. He says the Senate must try President Trump even after he leaves the White House. Then any person could resign at the very, very last minute and avoid the penalties that might come with impeachment.
Well, we got the worst health pandemic that we've had in my lifetime, and we're worried about impeaching the guy that's only going to be there 7 more days.
Some Republicans, like Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, say an impeachment trial will distract from dealing with the pandemic.
The swamp, it never does anything for the people. They do things for themselves.
But Democrat Sherrod Brown of Ohio says the Senate can conduct the impeachment trial while also working on COVID relief.
This will not sidetrack in any way. It could do more than a couple things at once.
He says the evidence is compelling and anticipates the impeachment trial will be short. We've used the word unprecedented a lot here. I'm going to apologize for the noise that you hear in the background. That humming noise is actually National Guard trucks. Part of the story here, also unprecedented, up and down the street as you lead up to the Capitol. I want to make one more point that in the past, as we've done Senate impeachment trials, that is all the Senate has worked on. But again, this year, President-elect Joe Biden says that the Senate can spend part of the day doing the impeachment trial and the other part of the day doing its other business, like COVID relief and like confirming his nominees, something we haven't seen historically. But this time around, a number of voices say that's likely what we're going to see. Reporting live tonight in Washington, D.C., Joe Khalil, News Nation.